Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everyone out there is doing well. My name is Mike, and it's time for us to get into another music reaction. So, guys, I'm excited for this. I know I occasionally say that every other reaction or so, but I really mean it on this one. I always say that when it's a band that I know and love, and then I finally get to have them on the channel. Well, this is one of those bands. This is Muse. The song is called Dead Inside. We're going to check out this live video here. Anytime I see a live video, I let you guys know in advance. I'm sorry if I have to do any editing. If when I try to upload it, it gets blocked for visual content and rejected, then I have to, edit it and re-upload it. Sorry in advance if that's the case. This is also a request for my friend on the channel, Emmy. So, yeah, this is an old request too. Thanks to her, I finally get to get a band that I know and love on the channel. So, I just want to give you guys if you don't want to hear me blab, skip ahead, man. But I'm going to talk about a little bit about my history with the band, and then a little bit about the song itself. It won't take too long, but yeah, if you don't want to hear my BS, skip ahead. I thought you guys might find it interesting to know that I have seen Muse before. When I was a kid, in high school, I saw them which, by the way, this is from concertarchives.org, a site I just now discovered for this reaction, which has like a history of like every band's tour dates, which is awesome. I saw them on April 11th of 2000. I know, that's 22 years ago almost now. That's a long time, man. And I know I probably look younger to you guys than I am. So, yeah, I was in high school back then. I saw them open up for Foo Fighters and Red Hot Chili Peppers in Knoxville, Tennessee, because I lived in Tennessee back then. Let me just be honest with you guys. I thought they sucked. I fell asleep during their set, in fact. And I was in a chair. I wasn't in general admission. We were like in the stadium seating. The reason why I'm being honest with you guys about this is because now I love them. I didn't appreciate their sound at the time. I was there for some pretty mainstream stuff. I was there for Foo Fighters and Red Hot Chili Peppers. Muse's first album is, that's not very, I would not call that mainstream. It's a very talented, artistic album, but I didn't like it. In fact, I probably should revisit that album, Showbiz. So let me just show you where I left off and where I lost touch with them. So I heard songs from Showbiz when they played live. I couldn't tell you what songs they were. I can't even, I don't remember them. I think they even played a few songs from Origin of Symmetry, before that album was released. There's a song on this album called Microcuts, which is awesome. Everything else after that, I'm not sure. I didn't really fall in love with them until Absolution came out. I think part of the reason for this is because at the time, in 2003, I was stationed in England, and I was in the military. And in Europe, man, their presence is so much more felt than in the States. At least at that time it was. But yeah, banger album, man. Wow, amazing album. After that, Black Hole's Revelations, excellent album again. After that, The Resistance, another awesome album. So, Second Law, the only song I heard from that was Madness. That's the most recent song I've heard from them. And I've not heard any other song off of the Second Law. If you ask me what my favorite Muse song is, I'd probably say Knights of Sidonia. That song's amazing. So that's where I stand with Muse. Sorry for blabbing. I just thought you guys would find it interesting that the first time I ever heard them and saw them, I didn't know who they are, and I thought they sucked. Now I think they're amazing, man. All right, so Dead Inside. This is from the Muse Wiki, musewiki.org. Here's what Matt Bellamy had to say about the song. And this is from the Drones album, by the way. It looks like 2015. He said, "This is where the story of the album begins, where the protagonist loses hope and becomes dead inside, therefore vulnerable to the dark forces introduced in Psycho, and which ensue over the next few songs on the album, before eventually defecting, revolting, and overcoming these dark forces later in the story." He also said, generally speaking, outside of this little narrative for the story they're telling, that the song is generally about losing hope and losing the idea of love. So, all right. It also says the song sounds like it's heavily influenced by 80s artists like Depeche Mode, who I love. You might have seen me wearing my Depeche Mode shirt in some reactions. Anyway, all right. Yeah, so, we talked about the song. I won't really take any excerpts from the lyrics. Hopefully this video kind of tells a story too. Without further ado, let's jump in, guys. I'm excited, man. Muse, Dead Inside. Here we go.
Dead inside.
Oh yeah. I hear that 80s influence. What a simple, beautiful bass line. He's just using 2 octaves. Oh, that's so simple, man. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh wow. This sounds excellent, man. Okay, hold on. Let me we'll back up a bit. I don't know if there's a solo about to happen here. Let me just comment on this. Yeah, clear 80s influence. Hold on, before we get into that, amazing sounding so far. This really grooves, man. Yeah, I mean, what I was talking about earlier, first time I saw Muse, compare the songs on that album to now. Of course, yes, they're still artistic. They're still great craftsmen of music, and Matt Bellamy's an amazing songwriter too. But maybe it's partly because they've gone more mainstream now, but this music is a lot easier for me to digest than the stuff on the first album. And again, I have to revisit it. I have to give it another chance. I'm, 22 years older now than the last time I heard songs from it. So, anyway, this song sounds great. It grooves, the mixing, the audio engineering is perfect. I love that simple bass line. They're just using octave work with 2 different notes. Then they go up. Simple, beautiful. I love the addition of whatever that was, a little string instrument or the keyboard they were playing. Excellent, man. And I don't really know what's going on in this video. It's like a weird little Mad Max Coliseum battle thing between these people, which they're really dancing. Anyway. Oh, I just love the tone on that distortion. Oh, there's a drum, and the album's called Drums. Oh yeah, I love the harmonies. They're doing 2 Matt Bellamy's there in some parts. Ah, this song's a banger. There it is. Ah. Okay, a little more rocking phase here. Oh yeah. Oh, this grooves! There we go. Go off on those vocals, man. Oh, nice drum fill. Oh, wow! Yes! The drum fills on this part, man. Wow! Wow! Wow, man. That was great. Okay, just making sure there's nothing else. Whoa! What a ride, man. God, that was awesome. Muse, Dead Inside, yes. Oh, man. So, you know, that end part, I kind of call parts like that where it's a lot high energy, like the power section of a song. And I was thinking back to Madness, the last song I heard from them, which, and you know, with my terminology, the power portion, you know, power section of that song, was the very end, like the, you know, the outro, where he starts singing in really high notes. I need your love. That part. The feeling that I got left from when I heard that was, man, I wish that power section went on longer. And this song, they did it. That power section went on forever, man. God, it at least went on from, let me see. Yeah, like half the song. Yeah, it starts right there, 2:36 to the end. That whole section, man. Oh, the energy, you know, it became more rocking of a song, heavier on the guitars. His vocals, he was kicking it up a notch, singing, belting it out more, singing higher notes. Excellent, man. Love the drumming in the end there too. Perfect, well put together song. Beautiful melodies. I always like hearing him do, you know, the harmonies with himself when they like mix in multiple Matt Bellamy's in the studio to do the harmonies. That always sounds great. Again, man, so genius when I hear a simple bass line, but like this. And, you know, it's like, holy crap, no one has written that yet until now. I know this was like a couple of years back, but still, it's like simple bass lines that slip through the cracks. And then, you know, a new band comes out with one. It's like, holy crap, it's so genius and simple. Yeah, very well put together song. I love it. I definitely hear the 80s influence on this one. What else was I going to mention? You know, oh yeah, so he did that little mini solo, I think in the beginning there. One thing about Matt's guitar playing, and I know that, I think I've read somewhere that he was very influenced and trained in classical music, but that's kind of like what the sound is, you know, his like songwriting and guitar playing style. It's like a mix of rock and roll and classical. Even some of his vocal and, you know, piano work I've heard him do too. Which is so cool. I think that's what makes him so unique. And I think, you know, on the first album, Showbiz, possibly even songs off of Origin of Symmetry, a lot of that stuff really, you could see the classical influence. And I think when they finally started adding in more of that rock and roll into their sound is where they really hit their stride. And they really made something super unique. I know they've been branching off into more pop lately, but yeah, anyway, so well put together song, beautiful, absolutely love it. Immediately one of the favorite things I've reacted to on this channel. It's going to be on my playlist of favorite things I've reacted to. What a great song, man. I can't wait to like listen to this 50 times and learn all the words because this sounded beautiful. If you guys want me to check out any more Muse, I think I went over pretty extensively what I have and have not heard, so let me know, guys. Or any other band for that matter. It doesn't have to be Muse. Let me know in the comments. If you've made it this far into the video and you've not heard Muse, dude, please go check them out. They are worthy of your ears. And also, if you made it this far, thanks for hanging out with me. And thanks for enjoying some good music with me. We'll see you guys in the next one.